Yo, what's up, André?
What's up?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Good.
Good, good. You can see I'm
Just
on the road. Yeah, I'm still on the road,
yeah,
champ. Yeah,
that's good, bro.
yeah.
I
What a rally on Friday, right?
dude, what about crypto?
I know, I know. It's been pretty wild. I've been watching, obviously, while traveling, but I've just been watching the volatility. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's been pretty crazy. Yeah, look at this.
Dude, it's
Whew.
50% off the highs.
Yeah, I mean, literally from like the start of February, we're down. At the moment, we're down 20%. It
Yeah.
hasn't been a fun ride for that for sure. But I mean, I actually managed to get some longs on the Nasdaq on Friday, and the algo while I'm on the road has been doing pretty good for me. How's everything been your side?
Good, bro. We did a stream with Greg. It was good.
I
I
saw that.
yeah, I took the shorts, was up 70 points, took zero profit,
Jeez,
ended the day up break even. I
did you
caught a
take
real
the shorts off the highs? Yeah, off the opening range high.
it was like pretty much it was the initial move down on NQ after that high was made
Yes,
at
yes,
950.
yep,
That move down was the one that I
yeah.
took, and then I after I
Jeez.
was up 70 points, I was going for a break of the
Oh,
orb low, but the orb was
yes,
so big on Friday, I shouldn't have
dude.
targeted that because I usually don't go for moves that big. But yeah,
Yeah.
ended break even.
Yeah, the orb was literally like 220 points on
It was
Friday.
crazy. Yeah, it was
I
crazy.
I actually bought this. So as we bounced off this level, yeah, I bought at about 24,841, somewhere around here, like that. And I ended up getting out. I got out mostly at the highs, and then I closed a little piece at like literally 5 minutes before the close.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, it was
no,
good.
it was a pretty crazy move on Friday. But I mean, the video was up almost 8% on Friday as well.
Yeah, it was hard to believe. I mean, the recent environment has just been insane. I'll share my screen one sec.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually just went live as well pre-market. Yeah, just showing what some data points, reports with edgeful that can actually help to start the week.
Yeah,
How do I sound, by the way? Does it sound good with the AirPods? Fine.
yeah, it's good. It's
Okay.
fine. Just give me one second.
Starting the week off, Fred. What's up, Marie? What trade did you take? Did you try and trade London?
Hold on, I'm just looking for something.
Yeah, so we've got 8 minutes here to market open. Almost, yeah, 8 and a bit. Max and stock sold down.
I was going to say that we are going to release. So one of the things that a lot of people have been asking for is, I want to see this pre-market. So like the what's in play with a pre-market state.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
pretty much we're going to do that. And we're going to have it to where it'll tell you like, okay, prices within yesterday's range or whatever else. It's not going to have any of the data, obviously, but I did talk about it on Friday. But it should be out pretty soon. So you will be able to actually use this page pre-market before, obviously, like the opening bell.
Sure.
But what I want to show you guys here is, where is the Coinbase one? I don't know how many of you guys are interested in crypto. Yeah, we're going to be adding it for sure. The pre-market, what's in play.
Yeah, for day trading, right?
Yeah, I was just addressing Marie's comment, but yeah, crypto is off. Has like properly sold off. I was explaining this on Friday, but like, if we get back to 50K, that would be pretty horrendous, to be honest. Like I would be pretty concerned, honestly, if we got back to 50K. If you take even the high to the low from the cycle of 21 to 22, it was almost down 80%. And then now 80% would be, I mean, If BTC goes back to 28K, we have gigantic problems. But 80% off the highs would be pretty much 26, 28,000. But I really hope it doesn't get there. I do like Bitcoin as an asset. Like I do like it, like in terms of like a long-term position. If you asked me, so I started buying it really in 2021, up like in this whole area, and I've been buying it since. But there's actually a tweet that I want to mention relating to. One sec. Hold on. God, it's so annoying sometimes when like the Twitter search doesn't work properly.
Yeah. I like that you can search someone's profile for tweets.
Dude, it never works for me.
Yeah. Really? It always works.
It doesn't work.
Really?
I'm trying to do it right now. I know the exact tweet that I'm trying to reference. It doesn't.
What?
Just if you go to my Twitter and just search 10K.
Okay.
Because the tweet that I was looking for was, I tweeted it. Go for it. Just tell me if you can find it.
Just 10K, hey? No.
Or Bitcoin or something. Like it was a tweet about Bitcoin, but nothing comes up.
I hope ETH eats 10K. That's what Ethereum. That was in 2025, but specifically Bitcoin, right?
It was a tweet that said pretty much like Bitcoin was at 65K, 69,000. Now it's at 20,000. When it was at 65,000, everyone was like, "Oh, I should have bought it."
Got it.
At 20.
I got it.
You found it?
Yeah. When Bitcoin was at 60K, people were saying they wish they bought it at 20K. Now it's at 20K. The same people waiting for it to go to 10K. Is that one?
Yes. What was the date on that?
I found it. Okay, that was the 2023 14th of March. So when you search on your profile, you must make sure to go to latest, not top.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I'm looking at I was on browser,
yes.
but you said the 13th of March. That's right here.
Yeah, 14th of March. Yeah, 14th of March, 2023.
2023. This is when I tweeted that. The same people, when BTC was at 120K, were saying, "I wish I bought it at 60." Now it's at 60, it's at 70 right now. And I'm not saying it's not going to go further down, because it could definitely go further down. But it's the same thing. Like you don't need to go all the way into a stock or into a crypto or into whatever else all at once.
Sure.
You can kind of like average in, and that like have weekly buys, have daily buys, have monthly buys. But if you are long-term bullish on crypto, I think that this is a solid opportunity in this area. Like, do I think buying at 120 was a good buy? Like, probably not, but I have recurring buys. Like, I don't really care whatever the price is. Like, I buy it no matter what. I have a recurring buy. So like, if it's at 120 or if it's at 65, like I'm buying it everywhere. So
there we go. So let me get it up here so this is how you search, Andre. You just hit so I just went to your profile. I searched 10K. It won't come up on top. You must go to latest.
Oh, okay.
Like
okay,
there.
Okay.
So then when I scroll down, I just went there. But is this tweet, right? This one here.
Yeah.
So that's how you find it. Yeah.
I was going to top and I was like, what?
Dude, I got a lot of tweets saved that from mine as well that I like to go back, and then it's easy to find it like that. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, that was back in 2023. Wow. I didn't even know you had Twitter back then.
Barely. I never used it.
Yeah, so we actually asked just from a market perspective, we got 2.5 minutes here to market open. We still are trading above Friday's opening range high. So that was still above the price that you were selling at yesterday. Yeah, so there we go. So we can see over here, and I made my charts lighter so the guys can see it a little bit more easier. I had some people saying they want lighter charts. So I was like, okay, my eyes will suffer. I'll have to get used to it. But we are still, dude, and I have like blue light glasses, but I hate wearing them, bro. Like it's,
why?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I just don't like wearing glasses when I'm trading.
I get that.
Yeah. But we are still trading above Friday's opening range high, which was down here at 24,931. And I was actually, as I said, I bought it here at 840, 851, 841, somewhere close to that price. I remember halfway through that 5-minute candle.
Yeah.
But this is a 50-minute chart. We are still trading underneath. We've broken previous day's highs, extended market highs, pre-market now too. But we are trading, look how we are trading lower. And Mag 7 stocks aren't looking particularly bullish at the moment. We're trading pre-market lower on all of the Mag 7 stocks except Microsoft and Meta. So we'll have to see what we do get. But I was actually going through my data, Andre. Nasdaq has been my best performing asset in the last 5 months, 6 months. But I actually took a nice prop firm payout on, when was it, Thursday last week. I made a video on that on Friday. So
good, bro.
Good start to the February. Yeah, thank you. And then and I haven't spent anything on prop firms this year because it's the accounts I bought last year in December.
That's awesome.
So,
and we're well into the year, honestly. So
correct.
It's good.
So I haven't blown through any of the accounts, and I'm making money from them. So yeah,
it's good. Yeah, it's that's the way I mean, it's obviously easier said than done, but like,
no, of course,
you have so much patience, dude. You're so selective with the trades. Like, you know how to size properly. Like, once you get there, it just makes everyone will always have red months still.
Correct.
But being able to manage them is just the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my goals this year is just from prop firms to be doing 20K, just from prop firms, not personal cash, nothing like that. Just from prop firms in net profits a month. But
we just got the open right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Bro, the VIX has been trading pretty volatile as well. Like, the VIX is above 19. I always actually find I trade better when the VIX is above that 19 level mark. I don't know how often you watch the VIX, but we have been getting a lot of volume and volatility on it as well. It's picking up off the lows at 16, 17. When it trades around there, I tend to find I get very choppy range days personally.
Yeah, I don't like when it's like too high. Like, I don't like it above 40, but
yeah, no. Yeah. Let's get your screen on as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are taking our pre-market lows here. Looks like we want to do on ES and the Nasdaq
NQ,
right now.
We took it out. ES, we're still waiting to get there. But dude, I would not be surprised if we get a little bit of a move up here, because taking out the 3 levels here, previous day's close, midnight open, previous day's high. Now, if this sell-off continues, maybe not, but it's
Zach, I'm going to check that out. He says your computer can filter for blue light. I'm off my MacBook at the moment. Obviously, I'm on the road, so I'm just using MacBook and portable monitor. But yeah, I'm going to check that out. Yeah, I mean, we're down on the video Tesla. It's no surprise we're getting a little bit of a pop to downside. But I wouldn't be surprised, as you said, to get a little bit of a pop and then maybe a rally back up.
Yeah, so by the way, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I imagine it looks pretty small for everyone. On everyone's what's in play, we have in the right sidebar, we added the most popular ES and NQ templates for you. So these are fixed, like we added them for you. So automatically when you click, it'll add all the reports, all the tickers, and pretty much everything to get you the most popular reports always. We'll keep it updated, obviously. But what we see here today is gap fill by size, very strong here. Long bias targeting gap fill. Inside bars, again, very strong. Gap fill on NQ, very strong. This is another long bias. Inside bars on NQ, very strong. So looking at this, it's my bias right now, based on what's happening and what's in play, is to target these 3 areas. So if you guys have your alternate reversal setup indicator on, it's 1, 2, 3. And again, here it's the 1, 2, 3. These are the gap fill, midnight open, and previous stage high. So I'll actually previous day high, gap fill. So I'll do that here. Yeah, Marie, I agree. I'm hoping that this doesn't happen within the first 15 minutes, to be honest. I'm really hoping it doesn't, but we'll have to see, because I would love to have some structure to go off of. But yeah. So just waiting. ES seems to be the stronger one here. So if I do take this, it will be on ES, but I'm really hoping that this doesn't happen before the first 15 minutes, to be honest. Yeah, this was a gigantic bottom wick, a 90-point wick here so far on NQ. Wow, I kind of want to take this long on NQ right now. Like, this is crazy. There's a 90-point bottom wick, or 100-point bottom wick right now. I just don't like to trade in like this.
No, I don't like the first 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Something that I think has helped me since trading the indexes, because obviously edgeful's helped me so much with moving over from currencies for the 6 years, and then the last 2.5 years that edgeful's been working, I've kind of moved over to stocks and indexes. The things that's been helping me is not trading even in that first 30 minutes, bro, of market open. Yeah. And you're getting more information, right, as the day progresses. Like if I find my best trades happen between 10 and 12, really.
My trades are probably a little bit earlier than that. Like, I don't really take trades. Yeah. I don't take trades.
But you like those momentum. Really. You like those momentum trades as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually pull something up here. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, NVIDIA's flipping green here. We're up 1% now on NVIDIA. As quick as that. The NVIDIA's ripping.
I'm about to tweet something. Dude, I'm very confident in these longs right now. I just need a little bit of structure to go off of.
Jeez. But look, if you look at NVIDIA also on the daily time frame, look how we bounced off those lows at 170. That's been a big support level for NVIDIA on the daily time frame as well. Like, look at this.
Yeah, pull up your screen.
Yeah, look at this. So this is the daily time frame on NVIDIA. Look how we've bounced off those in November, December, and then again now Feb. But even before, holding a support back in September of last year as well. So yeah, I mean, we're up 10% off those lows.
Yeah.
And look at that, NVIDIA.
I mean, the thing about AI and investing in AI stocks and AI in general is that it's so hard to identify, like, is this completely overhyped, or is AI what they actually say it's going to be? Because you know that these guys have to pump up their valuations so heavily in order to justify the next funding round.
Sure.
And justify their next valuation and justify all those next things. But I just don't know, honestly, like NVIDIA being up, I don't know how much over the course of the last 2 years, like that's I mean, I'm assuming it's justified because it hasn't really corrected and it's just been like slowly growing, but it's so hard for me to tell, is it overdone or not? Also, ES is with this gap fill is like right there.
Yeah. Yeah, still only 7 minutes.
Yeah, bro. This is this long bias is going to be pretty solid.
Yeah. Also, as I said, we did take out previous day's highs on the NASDAQ. Remember, I was saying last week about, or was it 2 weeks ago? Yeah, last week could have been last week Monday or 2 weeks ago Friday when Zinc came on.
Yeah.
About I did. Yeah, it was 2 Fridays ago, not last Friday, the previous Friday. But when it was that choppy day, and then I ended up getting the shorts as like literally 30 minutes after we got off stream. But I had to wait about 2 hours. We did taking out the previous day's highs and lows, pre and post market. I was speaking about, which we have actually done today on NQ as well as ES.
Wait, what?
So when we take out the pre and post market hours of the daily highs and lows, about being a choppy day or not.
Oh, you're saying that's going to happen
now?
You're saying, oh, okay.
Well, I'm saying
we
it's
haven't
already
taken
happened. Yeah, no, I'm saying we've taken them already. Not the normal market hours, the pre and post market hours.
We took the previous low. We took the pre-market low now.
Previous highs. Yeah, but also previous day's highs we took out in the Asian session.
Okay. I see.
Yes.
See.
Yeah, NVIDIA's up 2.5%.
There's the gap fill on ES.
Yeah.
God, I really want to take these longs, but I usually don't like to wait. I usually like to wait for the
orb to set. Yeah.
But this is another 60.1 minute candle. Like, this is a lot. I don't know, bro. I would love to see a little bit of a pullback here. By the way, Mark, I see your comment about algo for the Zinc IB trade. I'm looking into it. It's going to be a little bit tough to determine like how the entry is going to work, but I am looking into it, just so you know. Oh, dude, I hope today's not one of those days where it just rips.
Well, dude, that wick from on NQ to where it is now, it's 170
There's that gap
points.
fill too. Gap down on Monday is super high probability for.
Yeah, I mentioned that pre-market as well.
Yeah.
Mondays tend to be very bullish days.
Yeah.
Dude, Robinhood, I was watching as well, also took a massive sell-off as well.
Dude, crazy sell-off.
I was buying Robinhood as a day trades with you on stream here. I remember I was sitting about 124. Now it's back down at 86.
I know.
It's 31% lower. Whew.
Dude, we got 3 minutes until this orb is set. What are you thinking?
I do like the longs. Yes.
God, dude, it's just like...
The only thing I don't like is now, if you weren't buying it off of those lows, the room to pre-market highs is not fantastic. On ES, we got pre-market highs at 978, and NQ it's at 332, maybe a little bit more on NQ. Now I got pre-market highs on NQ at 335.
Well, no, on ES it's 24 points.
Yeah.
That's a huge move.
24 points. Yeah,
dude. Oh my God, I hope this doesn't continue all day.
But I mean, 24 points with the opening range now will be 30 points. You know.
Yeah. There's the first TP hit on QQQ. Now we should see the inside bars. Yeah, it's That's what I'm looking for now, Zinc. That's what I had. I'll put the link to this. Hold on 1 sec. I'm gonna put the tweet here so it goes everywhere, but yeah, I'm not super thrilled on the way that this is happening right now, because I do have that long bias. Obviously, this is like what I was saying earlier about previous days high, opening, retracement, gap fill, these three, but like I'm not going to buy after a 200-point move in 15 minutes.
Yeah. By the way, how was the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, bro?
Dude, let me tell you something. I'm going to be honest.
I didn't have them winning. I'll tell you that.
I'm going to say something that I don't know how people are going to react to this. The amount that I care about the Super Bowl is literally zero. I didn't know that it was the Super Bowl. My wife was like, what am I going to make for the Super Bowl? And I was like,
yeah.
What? I go, when is the Super Bowl? And she goes, today. And I go, oh, I didn't realize. Dude, what? This is so annoying.
Yeah, this is just.
I see a comment here. As a new member, is it fine to upgrade to the algos early, or is there a prerequisite to learning? You don't have to rush it. You can, obviously, but you don't need, I'll make this clear. You don't need the edgeful reports in order to properly use the algos. So I just want to make that clear. You have all the resources, all the education, like how to set up videos. There's really not that many. I'll show you how it works or how it looks. So when you go to the algos page, get started, you have your welcome video, you have the TradingView backtester video, you have the recommended algo video, and then you have 3 optimization videos. That's it. Pretty much this is all you need to get like 90% of the way there. And then the next step is, if you want to automate, like you want it to take the trades for you, you go over here to the go to automation page, which is right over here. And then there's another video right over here that tells you exactly how to connect your broker, how to do everything else. It's really not that many steps. So like it might feel like it with these videos, but this is there's like not that many steps here. Like they're pretty quick videos, honestly. But yeah, so you don't have to know how to use edgeful in order to take advantage of the algos, because we have all the education in this page as well. But dude, should we just close our eyes and just along the whole portfolio right now?
Buy and close your eyes.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, bro. I must say also, like being on the road and that, I don't know just from my experience of trading, like the less I trade, the happier I actually am. I just have to pick my spots in the market. Like if I had to buy, there, look at that wick. I mean, that's a 30-point just move to the downside. Look at that.
What was that? There's no. That was probably a great long opportunity.
Yeah, to get long on the pullback. No, there's no news today, bro. No high impact news today.
No, was there a tweet? Was there someone talking? Was there a speaker? Someone in the chat, let me know.
Bro, when is NFP going to be released? Now it says NFP is being released on Wednesday, because it was supposed to be Friday, but with the government shutdowns, it's now being released this week, Wednesday. I've never seen this in my life before, bro, in my 9 years of trading.
Bro, it's like such a disaster.
It is, dude. I'm like, because I was actually doing the pre-markets last week, and I was like, okay, NFP is always the first Friday of every single month for everyone that's been trading for a while. Everyone knows that. And I was like, but it's not reflecting because of the government shutdown. I'm like, it's probably going to be backlogged. There you go. As you said, that could have been a good long price. 134, we back up at 180.
What were you saying about being more selective when you're traveling?
Yeah, like when I'm traveling and that.
Dude, I'm so annoyed. I'm not even sure. I need to stop. When you're traveling, what?
Yeah, when I'm traveling and then like when you're trying to force things, I just rather, for me, I trade better when I'm just not trying. Like it's like I don't care. I'm just trying to make good trades, not try and force something.
Yeah.
Personally, dude, NVIDIA's up 4%. So,
dude,
what's AMD must
this
be
is
up.
the word. This is what sucks is that this price action is good, but the entries are horrible. Like the moves are good. The moves are big. There's like clearly like continuation here, but there's no entry. I mean, like I know Zinc got an entry, but I don't know where he entered, but it doesn't fit my style here. I need like a decent pullback into an area and there's the midnight open on NQ. NQ looks like it's getting stronger than ES.
Yeah, well, NVIDIA being up 4.2% now would definitely drive that.
Yeah.
We are actually still under pre-market highs on NQ. As I said, NQ pre-market highs 335 on NQ.
Yeah.
AMD should be picking up a little bit of momentum now with NVIDIA being up, then typically move together.
Dude, did you see that Lewis Hamilton and Kim Kardashian are dating?
I saw. Oh my goodness.
Dude, forget about that, guys. Next season, he's gonna be so distracted.
Yeah, but in all honesty, bros, he's a 7-time, should be 8-time world champ. But and he's making $50 million a year. I don't think he's living the life. He's like, okay, I'm gonna drive fast cars for a living and do whatever I want.
Yeah, okay. I'm paying attention here.
We're still inside. So there's a little bit of divergence just to pick this up. I know Zinc kind of looks at it as I kind of picked it up from him as well. He is still trading it within the orb, but NQ has broken it. So just be careful.
Dude, there has to be a catalyst here.
Yeah. NQ, ES has just flipped.
I want to try longs here on NQ. There has to be some sort of catalyst here. Financial juice.
Bro, my son's been sick. Has made me flipping sick.
Oh no! How is he doing? Your son is a beast.
Dude, he's big.
He's gonna be an athlete.
Yeah, but he's made me sick now. He's like flu.
Terrible, dude.
There's like
when you feel like that, you don't appreciate like not being congested more than when you feel like that.
I'm sure you can hear it in my
a little bit, but like not really.
Yeah, I've been taking a lot of meds, so it's cleared up quite a bit.
Yeah.
The overall bias. So some guys were saying on Twitter to me, like, there was a day where everything just ripped on the indexes and stocks, and we're like, oh, well, a blind person could tell you that the overall bias will be long. I was like, yeah, probably. But it's on those choppy days where maybe you're a bit indecisive that like to, the bias, for example, that Friday, remember where things were a bit choppy, but the bias was short. So instead of buying at the lows, I had some guys in the edgeful Discord that were looking to buy, but I was selling because the bias is still saying short bias. So even on the choppier day, I managed to get 100 points on NQ to the downside. And even he was like, I was in that long and it wasn't fun. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's where the bias can help the screener.
Dude, I think that the screener honestly has saved people so much money. And I wish that there was a way that we could quantify it, but the screener has saved people so much money. I just can't even describe it because I know from the messages that we get, it's very obvious. You know what the worst part? The worst part, in my opinion, is the people who have the most success with edgeful are so quiet, and the people who don't have success are so loud that like the ones who complain in the Discord are the ones who like blow accounts because they're risking 60% of their account per trade. They're the loudest ones. And it's just like so annoying because the people who make money and the people who have like crazy months because of the algos or whatever else, ready for an André rant. they're so loud. Like the people who have the most success, they always email. They always DM. They always like message in our support. They never tweet about it. Like, yes, of course, like we have good reviews and like whatever on Trustpilot, but like it doesn't, I don't know. It's like, and not that people shouldn't complain either. Like if the product is bad or if the experience is bad, like you should complain. You should tell us like, hey, like this sucks, or like, hey, the load speed is bad.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not saying that like, oh, I don't want to be criticized. Like criticize it. Like I think that everyone watching knows that like I want to improve the product, but it just sucks sometimes when you see like all these people that are having so much success, like you only hear it in private, and like it's not my response. It's not my job to be like publicizing their private messages. Like they message us privately, obviously on purpose.
No, but I mean that is normally how it goes, bro. Like we actually have to ask for like we've had to ask for feedback on our Trustpilot and stuff like that, because the guys that do well, they like just make their money and they keep quiet, you know.
Yeah. Because like it's like you don't have anything to think about. Like you have whatever. Let's just say that you have like people watching, like you have Netflix, you love Netflix. Like you're not going to go and like, I mean, yeah, maybe Netflix is a bad example because you recommend other shows, but you recommend shows to other people, but like still it's not.
Yeah.
It's still not. I'm trying to look for a long entry here, by the way, even though as crazy as it sounds, but like you don't. Dude, this is like actually infuriating. In 2 minutes, there's another 50-point move on NQ. But like most people, you use an app, you use a product, you like buy a certain like food over and over again. The only thing that you do, the only benefit to the company is like obviously like you're a customer, but also like the word of mouth. But like other people don't usually see that. Like they're just not publicized in that way. But yeah, it's just it's interesting. I forgot how we even came up with that, or how this came up.
Dude, I'll tell you something that's been crazy from our socials, though. I'm just looking at. So I'll tell you something now. But, dude, ES is still. So here's a tip for you guys that are trading using the orb with edgeful as well. Rather wait for a break to one side. Right, so ES, as you can see, is still trading. If you look at ES on Andre's right-hand screen, look how we haven't actually broken it with a 5-minute body closure. Now, I know some guys look at the 1 minute or like even a wick outside of it. I'd rather wait for body closure. Yep. So I look for body closure on the 5-minute time frame rather to give me a bias. Now, could I go long? Yeah, I probably could. But if this comes low, I'm going to be like, well, I could have waited for maybe a break to the low and then get in at a much better price, for the longs.
You mean a break of orb low?
Yeah, orb low or orb high, whichever one. At least I want at least one break, right, to the downside or high side before I'd look to take positions. Now on Nasdaq, that's already happened. We've had a 5-minute closure. In fact, actually, my alert for the algo went off, so I actually am long on the algo. But I would rather wait for a break rather than trying to time. Which happens first,
Yeah. I think this is kind of building nicely, to be honest, actually, for the longs. As long as we don't get another like violent move down.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to pull up your screen one sec because I want to pull something up. I pulled up your screen. I want to show you. I want to show the guys.
Mary's putting in the chat. If guys are doing well, you should encourage them to speak more in the Discord. That will benefit everyone. I agree.
Yeah, I would love to, but like, not a lot of people do.
I think that's my mate Murray. It could be. I'm not too sure. I think if it is my mate Murray, that's the guy's wedding I'm here for.
No way.
Yeah. He trades, bro, and he uses edgeful as well. So
that's awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Yeah, so just what I was pointing out, look how NASDAQ has taken the orb high, okay? Now this black line coming across my screen is the daily view app, so the overnight view app, so from start of 5 p.m. Eastern time. Whereas ES has not taken the orb high with a 5-minute body. You see how we're still trading inside. And then YM, what's YM doing? I've actually found myself, YM's actually taking the lows. I've actually found myself trading YM a lot less because I'm just finding.
Oh, I was going to say you love YM.
No, I love YM, but I've found myself trading NQ more. Just the YM's been a little bit more erratic recently in the last like 2 weeks, bro. No, I did have 2 trades last week on YM where in NASDAQ and ES. Remember on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we fell off on the indexes. I found that NQ and that was a little bit too low for me, whereas YM was at much better levels to be shorting off of, and I found some nice shorts on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So ES, just something I'm looking at here. ES, we are, as I said, we are now underneath the daily VWAP, but above the New York session VWAP. I could easily see something like this happen where we come down to the lows and then we put back higher.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up my screen again.
Yep.
So this is not, let me make this clear. This is not released yet. It will be released to all edgeful users, regardless of if you're in the algo plan or not. If it doesn't, this is going to everyone. Anyone with an algo with an edgeful plan will get this. It is edgeful AI. It will be V1. So we have V0. V0 is like a super customer support person. It's not really like revolutionary, to be honest. It's just one place to start. Now, what we have here is the ability to connect the reports into AI. So now you can use AI to ask questions about the edgeful reports. So now we're finally linking the data, the historical data, and the reports. So what I did here, and I'll show you guys how to do it again, is I'm analyzing, you click Analyze Reports, a little pop-up comes up, I'm gonna do gap fill. So you can see here I have gap fill, you can pick a sub-report, you can go to customizations, you can pick whatever customizations you want. I'm gonna do regular gap fill, click Save. Now I'm gonna add another report here. So add, now I'm gonna do inside bars. I'm gonna do the standard inside bars report. Now I have 2 reports that I'm combining. I'm doing 6-month look back period. I'm doing analyze. And then now I have all of the results right over here. Not that you don't really have to look at this. You can if you want to, but you have all the results right over here. So you have the gap fill, and I'll make this a little bit bigger. Let me just check what's going on here. Okay. So you have the gap fill in the black, and then you have inside bars in the blue. And now you can just start to ask questions, right? So I'll say, tell me every time there is a gap down that filled, and let's see what inside bars that touched previous high.
So
What's
tell you something now. So someone, I remember last week, someone on Twitter, you were mentioning about Lewis Hamilton with Kim Kardashian, says, how are you a driver, but you don't care about mileage?
Dude, I just saw that.
Yeah.
I just saw that. That's hilarious. That's insane. Are you thinking here, are you, by the way, just in this case here, are you interested in this? You were saying you're interested in the shorts or no?
No. I wouldn't short this. So this is a day where I'm not going to be entertaining the shorts. Could it come down? Yes, but I won't trade that. I'd rather wait for the pullback. I don't want. Remember about 3 Mondays ago, you and I, it was probably one of the 3 times you've taken a loss on the stream. We tried to short off the highs and end up moving high. It was such an easy long day. So this could come lower. I'd rather trade in my bias. I'd like to trade rather than trade against it and then maybe get the retest for the longs.
Okay. So I just asked this question. Tell me every time there's a gap down that filled and inside bars. So now we're obviously going to like refine how it gives the answer. So right now it just tells you every day that happened. But I'm going to explain what I'm doing in a second. This version is not released yet, but it will be soon. Are there any commonalities among these days?
I do, after you finish that, I do just want to show the guys something that I love looking at pre-market as well. And that's why I think you guys should join my pre-market streams Wednesday through Friday.
Yeah, everyone should look at the pre-market streams, of course.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
So I was looking, look at this. If I go to let's just get this up over here. Look how we are actually sitting at this daily view app. This is ES, doesn't have the orb on. This is so I like it. I've got my entry time frame on the 5 minute here, and then I've got the bottom over here, bottom left is the 15 minutes. Look how we still are making lower highs here. Okay, pre-market into the open now too. And we are sitting at that daily view app. So how I like to use view app is, obviously, it's pretty simple. I'm looking for longs above it, shorts below it. But I also use it to find like support and resistance levels. What I am seeing over here is every single time we move down and we retest off of it, look how we actually use it as a level of resistance. So the longs could be very, very, I mean, this could still move higher, of course, but I just am wary. And I know my best trades don't typically happen like this. I'd rather buy it if we move down and I get the longs off there, or we move higher, okay, retest it, and then I'll catch that move back up.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to buy it at that VWAP where, buyers and sellers are fighting for position right now, which obviously the buyers are looking like they're mostly in control. But there's two things to tell me to maybe stay out of the trade right now, at least on ES. One, we haven't taken the orb high or low. And two, at least with a 5 minute body candle closure. And
while you're explaining this, I'm going to get a coffee.
And two, we are at that daily view up. So we are respecting this at the moment, but I'd rather take a trade like that and then look for a pullback and get long. So that's what I'm looking for on ES at the moment. So orb high is at 957 on ES. If we go to the edgeful screener right now, we still have 25 minutes until the first hour. But let's just customize this to the first 30 minutes. Let's go like that, save. We are a little bit of a mixed bag right now. Apple first hour bearish, Amazon first hour bearish, Google bearish. So a little bit, not all stocks are printing bullish in the first hour. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Let's go, and then we'll go back to, you can save the templates, daily bias. Okay. And then that will be back to the first hour, as you can see, because I saved it like that. So normally after the first hour, we got a better understanding of what price wants to do. As I said, I'd rather wait for an opening range high break and then look to take that long. YM has taken the lows. So YM back inside the range. NVDA up. Max of the stocks are starting to flip a little bit green here. Let's go, AMD starting to get some lift as well, Robinhood. The Nasdaq looking very, very bullish here. I think that was a pretty nice long for André on that pullback there. Break of the opening range, high. Okay, pullback, and then the retest for longs. That was a nice long there, bro, on the NQ, I must say.
Yeah,
off that 110 level.
Yeah. I didn't take it, obviously, but
previous days highs now is from extended market hours at 221. It's going to be, looks like we're going to be taken.
Yeah, I mean the inside bar stat here is super strong. Like I'll show you guys in a second, but. So I just asked, is there any commonalities among those days? Can you deep dive? And now granted, there's only 15 days in the last 6 months. So that's like, because I'm asking for a gap down specifically. So there's only so many gap downs on date, like et cetera, right? But what you can do immediately is you see, like here, it says no strong weekday bias. It's split across the board. Previous days range, this is interesting. Previous days range varied widely. So there's whatever. Now it can pretty much break it. Now, again, the result here, we're going to curate kind of a little bit more how it spits out the result, because like there's just a lot going on here. But pretty much the idea is you'll be able to ask questions about any report. So I'll do another one. I'll do another, I'm gonna open a new chat quickly. You know, it would be nice. I mean, at this point, it's like kind of already done. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm like getting a little bit annoyed, honestly, with this, like, this going on here. But another one that we can do is if we analyze the IB and the opening candle continuation. So we can go through, or like, I'll just start with the IB. It's going to be a little bit easier.
Yep.
What you'll be able to do, you can load in the date range you want. You can go to 1 year if you want. You can do IB, the sub-report, the ticker, the session, the customizations. Everything will be the same. You analyze that. Are you still interested in longs here or no?
Let me have a look. Let me just get back up. Yeah, ES starting to take the highs. I mean, no, because I would be buying at a higher price than I would have liked to.
Yeah, the discipline is really kicking in right now.
Yeah, yeah. You're not going to catch every move.
Yeah,
you never.
So now pretty much like we keep this kind of shut on purpose, right? Because we don't want, number one, we don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed with like the amount that you can ask in here. There's nothing, you don't have to ask you don't have to ask on everything, but we do give you the opportunity to ask about a lot of different things. So you can close the sidebar if you don't want to look at it. You can open it, you can expand it, you can go and you can scroll around, whatever, right? So this is all the data for the IB in the last year. What we've tried to do, which I thought was a better experience, and I hope that this kind of comes across as a better experience, but the way that it works right now with edgeful is if you go to the standard report, you're not going to get the weekday stats. With this, it would be pretty annoying to have to load in the by size, the standard, the by weekday, and like all these like 7 different reports. So what we did was we tried to pretty much pack in as many columns or as much information as we can per report. So if you look at the regular IB report, you're going to get like almost all the information. You don't have to load by weekday. You don't have to load by size. You don't have to load all of them. You can just load the regular standard IB and get, for example, the weekdays are here. The IB sizes are here. The IB extensions are here. Like the IB by levels is here. So like everything else, like that's how you'll be able to kind of figure that out. But yeah, you'll be able to do that.
Yeah.
You'll definitely be able to do that. That's if you just go right over here, you can add multiple reports and then you can pretty much load them into here. And then you'll be able to ask questions on whatever reports. Now, again, you don't have to have this open, but I'm going to just ask a question now of,
so you look at NASDAQ come back down off this level.
Okay, so I just asked, tell me how many days are a breakout day and close above the IB high. That is a single break to the top side, and I want to know how often they close above the IB high. So now it's obviously reading through all this data, 68 days, and then okay, so what are we thinking here? Are we going to do one of these? Because we have the IB forming in a little bit now. So if we do one of these, that would be pretty nice. I think Zinc is probably looking at that.
Yeah, IB sets next 17 minutes.
This might be frozen now, but I'm going to give it a second. Oh, perfect. I'm going to give this a second to load, but I can't tell if it's loaded. This is why we haven't released it yet, just so you guys know.
Very interesting. I've been seeing between the indexes. So look at why I'm trading lower today, but Nasdaq and ES both up.
Why is this happening? Perfect. Okay. So one of the things, just so you guys know, I think, I had accidentally removed the context from the message. So you can see here that this message has the context. It's that little thing down here. This message doesn't have the context here. Yes. Yes, you will, right over here, you will not have to upload 200 screenshots. You'll do it all in here. So you can see that the context wasn't in here. The context was in here again. That's why when I said try again, it worked. So it's actually pretty interesting that there's no uniqueness in terms of the weekdays. So what I want to do now is I'm curious. Yeah, so I mean, Zinc or whoever else took the longs, I'm very happy for you. I think this really was the area for me. It's really tough for me to like find an entry up here. I would need a little bit of a bigger pullback, but I'm not gonna. There's previous day's high over here. Is about to be previous day's high on ES.
Yeah. Yeah, AQ just touched.
Yeah, so your algo is green right now.
Yeah, well, hasn't gone off for the winner yet, but it should be. Oh, let's let it do its thing.
Why is the context not loading? So I don't know. I feel like this was like a little bit somewhat not the best execution on my end today with there's the previous day's high on ES as well. So if we go to the what's in play here, inside bars, ES, this played out, this will be gone in a second. NQ, this will be gone in a second. So all of these setups that I was talking about earlier, right over here, on ES and NQ, played out. So again, anyone who's new, what do you use the what's in play for? Your what's in play gives you your A+ setups that are data backed every single day. What is this feature? Wow, what ironic timing. The what's in play here is in your left sidebar. What it does is it feeds, so this is the question I'm answering. Right over here on your left sidebar in your edgeful app, you can load in the most popular, right over here up top in this template section, just load in the most popular ES and NQ. This is preloaded in everyone's edgeful, but pretty much this gives you data backed setups every single day. These are your A+ setups. This is exactly what you should be looking at every morning. So you don't have to guess on what's going on. You don't have to use you don't have to look at crypto and be super bearish because everything on the data side today was saying long, and look what's happened. Now, I think that for me at least, the long opportunity was here.
Yes.
But I didn't really find the entry the way that I like to. But yeah, I don't know if, in my opinion, this is maybe I'm being a little bit too critical, but like this is kind of a little bit poor execution on my end. But The longs were very obvious today, based on this.
Yeah, Dylan took a long. Yeah, 6-9-28. Yeah, nice, Dylan. Yeah, I think that long. I agree with you. Maybe out on NQ was a little bit better than ES because we took the orb high, but that closure back above that session view up was pretty neat, pretty nice. Yeah. And if you are long, I think cutting some profits here is a good idea at the previous day's highs. Again, though, it's only Monday, right?
Yeah.
This has got the whole week. I was also showing that how the volume comes in after Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday play out. The volume comes in Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday into the indexes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty clean day. Like it's.
Yeah, there's nothing much. There's no tricky parts to it. Well, we will have the screener in the next 10 minutes setting up as well.
Yeah, this is this is not ideal for me.
See if there's any. What's Tesla doing? Yeah, Tesla starting to find that. See, this is a very nice trade on Tesla, I must say. Like, look at Tesla, very similar to NQ. Look at this. Break of the. So zoom in here. Break of the orb high. Okay, 5-minute break of the orb high. We get the pullback to middle of that orb, and then you can look to take a long over here, like that. That's a very nice trade. It's actually something I should mark up. That's a very, very nice trade. Like
You're
this.
gonna take it?
No. I'm saying it's gone. It's trading back towards that previous day's highs. You can get something like that. You're getting over 1-1 on your money, like that. Break of the orb high, pull back. You get long on the bounce. Boom. Like that.
But price, so do you enter back when price closes back above VWAP?
Yeah, on the lower time frame, like a 1 minute. Yes. Sometimes I will take it on the bounce, but depending on how confident I'm, like a day today, everything's moving higher, probably is a good day to be more aggressive on the entry. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. NQ, as you said, touched previous day's highs at 222. We got the pre-market highs back at 345.
Dude, remember when I said before we should close our eyes and buy?
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that's a joke, guys. Don't ever do that.
No, don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
No. We need a 100-point flush in the next 7 minutes. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, not unlikely in these type of markets.
I know.
Also, VIX is trading down today. Now almost back underneath 19.
I'm gonna post a follow-up screen.
Dude, Oracle's up 10% today.
Dude, I feel like Oracle, honestly, after that sell-off, is a great buy. I haven't looked into it enough, but like,
well, back to all-time highs.
Yeah,
got 120%. Hi, Andre. Where's the IB retracement after break report? What's the name change? Can't find it. Reports percentage. There you go. I'll put it up on stream. Yeah, there you go, Andre. Percentage. It's
the
IB retracement. Yeah.
So you go to the reports here. Go to IB, and then it's the sub report. retracement.
Yeah.
Right over here. So it should be in your sidebar as well. So it should be in here. Like we preload everyone's bookmarks. Depending on when you signed up, we preloaded like as of a certain date. But yeah, if you lost it, you should bookmark it. We have 150 reports now. Bookmark the ones that you like. This is really important. Bookmark it. It's called, you have to go to the initial balance breakout and you go to buy retracement in the sub-report. That's where it's going to be. Yeah. No, it's an amazing report. I think it's like extremely important for people to understand the like how to enter, like where is price likely to pull back to. But we are getting a decent pullback now, which is nice. Finally. Hopefully we can continue down a little bit into this area over here for the next 6 minutes. So we can get that IB buy rejection, opening candle continuation, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, he has the retracement a little bit on NQ.
Yeah, it's wow, Apple getting smoked.
Yeah, Apple down. It all blows.
Yeah, exactly, Billy. So I actually kind of get shocked sometimes at how likely it is to pull back. Even 25% of the IB is just crazy. Like usually it's a pretty big move, and if price breaks out, a lot of people like jump in with FOMO, and that report is going to help you avoid FOMO because you know that it's very likely to pull back.
Yeah.
So, dude, I can't. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
I haven't watched, bro. It was at 2 in the morning my time. No. Oh. I was in bed by 8:30. I was poked. I was on a bachelor's weekend, bro. We have to recover after that. I must say, though, I was surprised the Seahawks won.
Dude, I literally could not. I didn't even know who was in. I didn't even know who was in the Super Bowl. But if you ask me about F1, I'm there. Like I know about. So
in the Super Bowl, just to what's crazy is I was expecting an edgeful ad in the Super Bowl.
Dude, I wish.
do you know there was a Top Step ad in the Super Bowl?
Was there?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Dude, how much do you think that cost?
Bro, I don't know. Maybe that's why they sent out all the emails last week for hedging.
Yeah, this is a pretty good pullback. If we can get into this little area here, that would be great. But $8 million for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't really get it. Like, why is it worth spending that much money? Like, is it worth it? Like, do they see a return on that?
Well, they must, bro. I mean, if people are doing it consistently year in, year out, there must be. Yeah.
I guess.
It costs more what they have, if I had to guess. Our Top Step's got money, bro. As I said, like I know people that fail accounts left, right, and center and just keep putting on credit cards. So
dude, that's I said this on the other stream. I don't know when it was, but like it's so crazy to me when someone is like $300, $299 for the algos is way too expensive. Meanwhile, they'll like light like $1,500 a month on evals
Yeah.
With not even a second thought. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're not like, if you keep just buying more evals, it's not going to change the way you trade. But the algos will change the way you trade. So you make an investment into the algos, you understand how they work, and then you apply that to your next eval or your next account or your next personal account or whatever else. But people are like, no, I need to have the accounts. Like, I need to, like, it's crazy to me. It's like sad, honestly, sometimes, because I know I talk to a lot of people.
Can help. Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to help them. Like, I'm trying to help. And like, it's just, sometimes it's just like, you can't help someone who doesn't want to like change anything.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I think trading is not for everyone. I actually got asked that in a podcast last year. I went to the Finance Magnets conference. I got asked that. I don't think it's for everyone. Sometimes algos, just let it do its thing, and you go do what you do best outside of trading.
Dude, it's that not like nothing is for everyone.
No.
Like, starting a business isn't for everyone.
No.
Like, it's
just to
go. What's up?
Tesla pulling back off the highs, as well as Apple, as you said, getting hit a little bit, and Nvidia's also was Nvidia coming back inside the orb high as well.
Well, the IB is set now, so
let's go to the screener. Not actually. Look at this. Screener's not actually.
It's not going to be loaded. It's not going to be loaded just yet. It's going to take like
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
Yeah, it'll take like a couple seconds after that too, but yeah, now like as of now, it'll take a couple seconds, but
yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Let's see how fast it takes.
I want to take. Yeah, I know. We actually, please, guys, if you've noticed an improvement in the load speed, let me know in the chat. I need to know, has there been an improvement in load speed? Please tell me, because I have caused a ruckus about that. So please let me know if the edgeful load speed is better, because I really want it to be better. But dude, I want to take the longs. Great load speed. Perfect. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you taking the time to comment that. It's gotten better. Thank you. Great. Wow. ES literally just rocketed up 11 points to the IB high. I mean, there is the IB by rejection right there on ES. It hasn't quite happened yet on NQ. It just sucks. Like, I don't know if it's just me, honestly, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just haven't been able to find a solid entry. If NQ pulled back just a little bit more here, that would have been great. ES, honestly, the setup was like off of this previous resistance, pulled back, now support, like that off of the opening retracement. That would have been perfect, honestly, but I don't know. The thing is, now that I've like kind of missed so many opportunities, I'm trying to be more hesitant because now
it was a pretty quick pullback.
Yeah, now I'm like a little bit more. Am I taking this because of FOMO? Am I taking this because I'm annoyed? But
I mean, well, that was a pullback, and then you'd have to get long. You'd be up 10 points on ES right now, but that was a pretty quick pullback.
Yeah,
even NQ. Yeah, my screen is loaded now. So look at this. So obviously anyone could tell you that most things will be long bias today, but you can still see this helps. This just puts it also in a visual that if you are taking shorts on a day like this, you're going against the data, completely against it. So, you know, you just don't want to be doing that.
Dude, it's the most important. It's like, yes, it tells you what to do, but it also confirms what you should not do. And in trading, that's very important.
Yeah. Hey, off to get some golf lessons. Enjoy, Mark.
All right, Mark. Have a good one.
Yeah, so I mean, you could have taken maybe that pullback there on NQ like this back over there. So there's been 2 nice pullbacks there. I'd say there and there to get long. But I think the first pullback was pretty. It was a lot better.
What's up, Zink?
More quick. Yo.
I just added you in here.
Okay. That I can hop on.
Dude, hop on whenever.
I just caught just finished up with the IB. Very nice. as good as it could have gotten today. As good as it could have been.
What was your entry?
I had 3 of them actually. I took a loss in the first attempt. Wait,
you can pull up your screen. I'm curious.
Yep.
Because I hesitated too much on this. Like, I wanted to be a little bit more patient, and then I just.
There we go. Should be able to see it. Also, I was pretty excited. I ended up getting a new streaming setup, mic and camera this weekend.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you can see any improved quality from that.
You're really small on my screen, but in the chat, let us know.
So I tried an entry off of London 50 is what I had drawn in.
Yeah.
Is your screen on? I can't see it my side.
Should be on?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, I see it.
There you go. Now I got it. Sorry, there you go. Yeah.
So I entered. Let's see if it will reset the indicator too. Yeah, sweet. I entered at London 50. I chased it up a little bit on the first candle. That's where my first loss was. It was negative 55, 10 points on SPY. Second entry, London 50 with 50% of the IB. But the reason that I entered where I did was we didn't have the reaction at London 50 or IB 50 on Qs.
Yeah.
We were over. We had that candle close over previous day's high. So I was a little aggressive and was just targeting up to the inside bar stat.
Yeah.
And SPY actually has a lot higher chance than Qs does. Well, I guess it's not really that much higher. ES is sitting at like 84%.
Did you see, were you watching when I was going over the AI?
I did not know.
Okay. Wow.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to pull it up one more time just because I'll show you. I think it's pretty interesting. It's not released yet because it's not
a finished product.
Yeah.
But yeah, the IB with the inside bar stat was as good as it could have gotten right there.
Yeah, one second.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you can jump in whenever, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think you guys are live until 11, so yeah, go ahead and take the screen back.
All right. The way that this is going to work, pretty much, for anyone who's just jumped in, if you're hearing this again for the first time, sorry, but you go to Analyze Reports here. So we're in the AI section in the sidebar here. You click Analyze Reports. This is going to allow you to load in any of the reports. We don't have every single one, but we have the majority of them. Any of the reports into like the AI, so you can start to ask questions about it. So if I go to the IB, it's a little bit bigger. If I go to the IB, go to my customizations, just make sure that they're all correct. Click Save. Now I click Analyze. When I click Analyze, dude, why? Like, this is insane what's happening right now. Now that I click Analyze, I have over here all of the data from the IB report in here. So if I were to go and say, what's a question that you have? Let me see.
My algo took the win, by the way, Andre. So
how many points was that?
Very
like
nice.
150.
Yeah, good manual trading today, Zink. I me and Andre hesitated a bit there, but it would have been in a 25, 171, in a 265. Yeah, 90 points.
Very nice. I've been trying to think less recently. I've talked myself out of so many trades that they end up running, I think, full TP anyway.
Yeah, I know. That was me today. I mean, I just hesitated too much.
Yeah, well, me too, right? We should have got long at some point. I guess it's better than trying to. I guess it's better than trying to fade it and taking the loss.
Yeah. All he did was miss a trading day. That's all.
Yeah.
That gap fill stat for Mondays is phenomenal as well.
I know. Especially when there's a gap down, it's unreal. But pretty much you can say, in this case here, for every time there was an IB low formed first and the high broke first, which is obviously the rejection, give me a weekday breakdown of the data. So now it can tell you whatever else. But you know how you specifically, or I mean, you can ask really any question. I can't think of any other questions right now, but are there any? What are the commonalities of the days where IB low formed first and IB low broke first? So this would be kind of going against. So there's this issue of okay, so looking at the 70 days where the IB low formed first and the IB low broke first, this is looking at the last year. The key patterns are the IB size, several extremely tight ranges of $20, and this is on 20 points on ES. The close location, 44% of the time, close below the IB low, follow through after the breakdown.
Okay.
Red days dominated, 51%. So pretty much what this is saying is when the low forms first and the low breaks first, that's a very bearish signal from what I'm getting from this here. Of those days, 51 of them ended up being green. 73% of that, ended up being red. 73% of them ended up closing bearish on the day.
Okay.
Extension behavior, which is interesting. So this is the IB by levels. Many days showed -1 to -3 extensions. Outliers reaching, well, you can ignore the outliers, but -1
those are
to
the days that
-3.
we have the unplanned news.
Exactly.
Trump has a tweet with a 20-cent IB range.
Yeah, exactly.
15 standard.
Yeah. And those, those questions that you have of when there's a gap down and price opens within the range, how often does price break out of both, or fill the gap and break inside previous day's high?
Yep.
You can ask all those questions here.
Okay.
The other thing, which I haven't shown yet, and I haven't really tested really as much yet, but if we do IB, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to do add another report. I'm going to do IB as well. But now I'm going to do NQ and ES. So you can also compare tickers. So Zinc, you know how you always do the comparison between whatever, like SPY and QQQ, if one of them does this, the other one does that?
Yep.
You'll be able to go over here, click Analyze. And then now you can see what I'm looking at here. You can see your customizations. You can see everything here. But now we have the ES IB breakout. And if I scroll over to the right, I have the NQ IB breakout.
Sweet.
So I can look at how many days did ES and NQ diverge on the IB high forming first. This would be where
Zinc, are you using the 1 minute mainly for entry, your side, right?
I'm always on the 15-minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So I sometimes go down to the 1 minute and look for where the wick low was. You can actually see the exact entries I had right here on ES. Once Andre's done. No rush.
Yeah, sure.
I stay on the 15-minute just because of the closures.
Sure.
I don't
So
mind smashing the 1 minute.
Oh.
Yeah, so you like looking at 50-minute closing candles.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot more traders.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was saying I think a lot more traders would actually do better if they aren't, glued to the 1 minute. They're trying to overtrade long, short, long, short.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been really struggling with holding the full TP, and that's
all right. Just take the screen while I'm doing this, because this is obviously not tested. So like it's loading so much data into it that it's not working properly.
Right. So these were the 3 entries I had. I chased it up a little bit. I thought we were going to replicate what we did last week with. We did it on Thursday last week. We did it on Friday. This one wasn't as apparent because it was, again, on the 15-minute, but did it again on Tuesday as well. These ones just went straight to the previous day's lower high or the gap fill. I thought we were going to do that in this case, but we ended up stalling out a little bit. Anyway, the entry that I took was on the IB50 was at 689, 690. So we had a psych level at 690. We had the IB50 there. All of these trades, my stop losses were at the IB low. So I was pretty confident that it wasn't going to hit. And then there was one.
Well, that's wild. Well. Look at that stop loss, bro. Hey, Andre.
Let me see that.
Dude.
I ended up getting a little unlucky with that one. I don't know if that's what you were talking about.
Go to the visual on TradingView. There we go. Look at that.
Where was your stop?
At RB low.
Oh, forget that, dude.
But how many points is that, Zinc?
It was 20. So 1 micro, $100.
Yeah. I could never.
That's what I was risking.
That's savage. Yeah, $100. Oh, so
you're so good with your Zinc. You're so good with position size, though. Like you always, like you're so focused on, like sizing well to be able to like deal with the trade and like deal with the drawdown. That, like, that's huge, dude. That's huge.
That was a beautiful one today. The reason that I sized all the way down is one, I have that payout on Wednesday, so I don't want to sacrifice that. But I used to trade the IB. Months and months and months ago, June of last year. I would wait for it to get like 20 to 50 cents away on MES or Qs. And I tried going in with 2 NQ and have like a 5 to 10 point stop. But especially with the VIX trading where it is, I think it's at 17 still.
Yeah. No,
stop losses, I've been whipped out too many times.
Which VIX are you using, Zink? I've got it at 1891 at the moment.
I just have whatever standard ones on.
I got it at 1891.
It might be the wrong one. Both of them say 1730 for me. I don't know. Whatever one comes pre-programmed onto TradingView, that's the one I have.
Let's have a look. Yeah.
Are you using VIXX?
I'm using the one by TVC. So the top one. I just put the top. Yeah.
Oh, mine's still at 17. It's weird.
Yeah, because mine's showing 1891. Interesting.
I did step away from Qs last week. I took one trade on it on Friday because it was picture perfect and it was the smallest range we had last week. But like, there we go. Tuesday last week, we had a 240 point range from 50% of the IB. The whole range was 480 points, which is way too much for me to risk into, even with 1 micro. So I just sized all the way down, and I really rely on the IB stat because if it's going to go and break the opposing side, that's the invalidation, and that only happens 20% of the time.
Yeah.
So helped me avoid a lot of stop losses as well.
Not to not to ask for like a testimonial, but like how has using the reports changed your trading, or at least the way you view trading?
Oh, it's changed it by so much. I don't know how to quantify what it's done, but it's like I would have never understood how to use the IB before. I probably wouldn't have used the IB in general had we not had that call whenever we did.
Yeah.
But looking at the statistics alone, so knowing that price should go to this level as opposed to hoping that it goes to this level based on whatever back-tested strategy I have. So if I use the London 50, I'm not going to be able to get these kind of numbers just by manually putting it in and back-testing it and saying, okay, it worked on this day, this day, this day, this day. It's like when I entered this trade today, honestly, the SPY one, the second one, because I was trying to run it to full TP. I was playing Clash Royale on my phone because I'm trying to let them run to full TP because that's when I'm missing a lot of profit on. I take the IB trade, it gets 5 points, 10 points away. I exit the trade early, and then it goes and hits the full TP.
Yeah.
But having the peace of mind, knowing that if I go to SPY, I go to IB by rejection, have it on a Monday, especially with the Gatfler report and the inside bars added in.
Yeah.
Knowing that this has a 65% chance of hitting.
Yeah.
Along with these two that I just mentioned, this was sitting at 77% for Qs. Look at that load speed.
Dude, look at that load speed. Look at that load speed. I said that we needed to fix that, and I was getting so annoyed about it.
I've had no issues. So this was 70% added on with 65%, added on with another 80%.
Yeah.
Three points showing that we should have pushed up. I'm okay with the risk of 20 points on MES. MNQ was like 80-something points. I didn't want to risk that much, but just the peace of mind knowing that the numbers are in my favor.
Yeah.
And it's on the same note, I'm not crutching on these numbers. I'm obviously the one taking the entry. If I lose on it, I'm comfortable with the loss. If I win on it, I'm very happy with the win. But if I lose on it, it's not the data's fault because 20% of the time, it's going to lose on this. 30% of the time, this isn't going to play out.
Yep.
And if it happens, it happens. But for the past 6 months, the wins have drastically outweighed the losing trades.
Yeah.
Even when the data doesn't line up, especially since I've added in the fact that I think if we go to a Tuesday for the IB on Qs. Oh, I forgot to add this one in as well. This was 77% for Qs today. Tuesday on Qs.
Dude, I think with AI, your like process will be a lot better.
Yeah.
With like edgeful AI, I mean, if you have the routine, I mean, you can decide to do whatever you want. Like we're not taking away that like the whole flow that you go through now, but I think it'll just be cleaner for you to just like type out the questions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I probably won't take the IB tomorrow if it forms a low first. Not because I don't believe it's going to hit 90% of the time, but this one is definitely due a loss coming up very soon. So adding that in as well, I mean, knowing when I should sit out, it's done so many good things for my trading.
Yeah. I see up 110 on MNQ, long from 25 236, TP 25 340. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Wow, 236, awesome entry.
60 points up.
Yeah.
What sizing do you two usually go in with?
Well,
or have been recently.
I've been sizing down a lot. Like I think it was like May, June, July. I was using like multiple minis on NQ and multiple minis on ES. And then in the end of last year, I was struggling with that size a lot. So like I've been sizing down. The most I'll go now is 1 or 2 minis, like max. But what I'll do is a few micros, and then I'll build that up into like a maximum of 2 minis.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
Yeah. Zinc, I'm trading still the CFDs because in South Africa, I know André and I've had these, so I'm always going dollar-based risk, right? So it will vary from what accounts I'm trading, etc.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the cool thing about the CFDs, and André and I've spoken about on stream, is that I can always go whatever dollar-based risk I want. I can adjust that the position size. I can adjust for that. Yeah.
Like what he's saying is like if you want to risk right now, IB low, but you only want to risk $100, but also have your stop be at IB low, you can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like separating the micros even further.
Yeah, you can do like fractional position size. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was just talked about that last week. That I wish there was less than micros with how big the ranges have been.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool because obviously Zinc, like being based in South Africa, I can't open up a personal trader brokerage account because of the restrictions. Yeah. So I've just with props and that I've just always stuck to. I've traded a bit of futures props, and net positive on them, but I did it for like a month and a half, and I was like, you know what? I trade personal CFD accounts. Might as well just stick to the one or two CFD props that I trust.
Kind of like that.
Yeah,
I say it all the time. Like I'm so jealous that you can set your stop at like the area you want, but also risk the amount that you want.
Yeah,
like you can't do that with options. You can't do it with equities. You can't do that with literally anything.
No. This was one of the smaller ones that we've had, and this IB today was still 150 points.
Yeah,
from 50%, which is ridiculous. But I guess I technically do 2 minis per trade because I just do 1 micro on the 20.
There was one point I personally like to go for a 40 to 60 point move. I don't like to go for anything bigger than that. But there was at one point I was like using 8 minis, and I was just like, I need to dial it back. Like it was in the middle. It was in the summer of 2024. Like it was just ridiculous. It was just crazy. Yeah. And I was like, I just need to like dial this back a lot. And then in the end of last year, like November, December, obviously like market holidays, like price action's like not great, but I was like, I'm going to size down. And also I didn't really trade that much in December either, but I'm also ramping back up like my trading now. But I've just also been so focused on edgeful and like building out the product that it's hard to really like focus on. Like in the morning, I have a call, I have like some meeting, I have whatever. And like it's really hard to trade with like larger size when you have a call in 5 minutes, or you're like, I have this position, like I want to be out of it before my call at 10:30 or my call at 11 or my call at 10. So it really it's really hard, honestly, to kind of manage that side of it, because I don't love trying to like rush out of a position. And I don't do well with set my target, set my stop, and then like go leave.
Yep.
Like I want to see it. Like I want to see it. Which is probably not great. And it has probably hurt me a lot more over the long term, being like forcing myself to like watch it.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. But
I get that completely.
And also this price action today is like, if you're long and you just like, today's one of those days, it seems like if you have EMAs or SMAs and you just let them ride, like,
I love trend days.
Yeah. Like if you're just riding this, like a 9 SMA or EMA or whatever, like
I think I actually have one on there. Yeah, I have the 15 on the chart.
Like this is crazy.
You wait for it to come back and then go back in.
There's been 5 red candles the entire day on NQ, and there's been 4 on ES, and it's 11 o'clock.
I used to hate trend days because I'd always try to call in BS on the candles moving up further, and then ever since I was able to switch my mindset to going long on those very few red candles you get, it's been worlds better with that as well.
I mean, I don't see a trade here anymore. I also don't want to be short.
No.
So I always like to go over to, oops, pull the indicator up over here. I always like seeing what the chances are. We should hit 0.5 standard deviation today. That one will probably hit by like 2 o'clock. I bet we do pit or out around noon, but I don't think we're going to go anywhere up close to 1.
No, I don't.
Unless we have news come out. So that's why I always end off after the IB.
The 0.3, actually, I'm not sure if you've checked.
Adding in the 0.3 to the.
Yeah. The 0.3 is strong. If you scroll down, just scroll all the way down. Yeah, there.
So add in a 0.3 to it.
Yeah. What indicator are you using? You can remove the IB by levels one if you want. It's baked into the regular IB. The second one you had. You can leave. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's up to you.
I do that so I can flip on without having all the levels on automatically because I don't like having them on when I'm just looking for the IB.
Okay. Also, I'm not sure if you know, but if you right-click on the indicator, the thing that says values,
right here, last
indicator values on the bottom.
Indicator values?
Yeah. If you click that, it'll remove, or sorry, it's the inputs actually.
Okay.
If you right-click on it again, inputs, like it cleans it up.
Oh.
Yeah, so you don't have that like gigantic thing. You can add it back, obviously, but.
Oh, no, I'm leaving that off. I had no idea.
Yeah, I think it's the most annoying thing ever to have all the inputs like displayed like that.
Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah.
I'm kind of an old man when it comes to stuff like this. So I don't go out of my way to learn how to make it, I guess, do what you just did, make it look better.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. I'm happy with it.
The market sessions indicator has the most annoying, like it has like 200 inputs. So it like goes across your whole screen. And I used to get so annoyed about it. And I actually saw EMP, for anyone who knows edgeful, I'm assuming you know who Emperador Maximiliano is, but he had his so clean, and I was like, how did he do that? Then I just right-clicked on it, and I just started changing all the things, and I was like, oh my God, this is so much better now.
Yeah, I had no idea you could even right-click on these.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
Yeah, but I don't know what to do with this price action, to be honest. Like going long would have been awesome, and where is that? Brian. Well done, because you're.
Yeah, he's way up there now.
Yeah, you're way up there. Your TP is about to be hit, hopefully. You're 18 points away.
The only other thing that I would have used is Midnight Open.
It hit.
I mean, yeah, we've been way over that for a while, but I guess next would be Glopex High.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is almost there as well. What was that? 345 on. Yeah.
20 points away.
Yeah.
Did you happen to see the slippage on MES today with SPY?
No, I didn't.
With previous day's high? The previous day's high was 6, even with how kind of slow we were moving too, it was 6 points.
Really?
That we had on SPY. So this previous day's high hit right here. Yeah. And it didn't end up hitting until like 2 minutes after on MES.
Yeah, it's I don't know why that happens, to be honest, but like sometimes it's actually insane that it does.
So see this hammer candle we have?
Yep.
And then you go and look at it on SPY, and it's like maybe a third of, or almost half, I'd say. And then this one's a little bit over that. It's not too big of a difference, but it is enough that it would kind of screw you out of your position.
Yeah.
Had you had your take profit where it was.
Yeah, I wish that I had. I wish I took something today, honestly, because looking back, today should have been a very simple day, but just like not the best execution on my end, honestly.
I'll let you know how it goes. I just started my less thinking last week, and it's worked out because I had 2 or 3 weeks there. I was talking myself out of great trades because I could find any reason to. Thought that we were gonna not work on the IB or not go and hit this level, and then ended up going right to that.
I'm trying to figure out. Well, we need to. One of the issues with the AI right now, which I was trying to actually answer one of the questions that you were asking, was one of the issues is that it's not like taking the context properly, which is why it's not working. But that's an easy fix once we fix it. But I'm 1 sec.
SPM, I believe James said the algo did trigger long.
Yeah, it was a winner today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that DM I got from you last week, Andre, about the you can't stop thinking about the chicken sexers.
Dude, I have not stopped. I'm like, that's crazy. Also, that's such a crazy name for a what's it called? For a
profession.
For a profession, yeah. You're like sitting at dinner with someone you just met, and they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm a chicken sexer." Like, that's insane.
That's a good story. I wonder how many people ended up telling the same thing.
Oh yeah, dude. You don't think that someone watching was like, "Hey, I learned this new ridiculous thing on a trading stream the other day." But
this is one of those days where I wish I went long and someone knocked me out, and I wake up at the end of the market.
That's what I said. I said, close your eyes and buy. But that was obviously, for anyone watching, that's a joke. You don't ever want to do that. But yeah. But we're at 11:05 now, so we can wrap things up here.
Yeah.
But really not the best execution on my end, because the obvious, based on like everything we've been talking about, the obvious trade was to the long side today. But yeah, I didn't take anything, so unfortunate. But
no harm done.
Yeah, better to be flat than red, obviously. But for anyone who might have also not taken anything, please don't try to pick the top either. Like, it doesn't mean that it's going to continue, but it just means that like you don't want to pick the top. You don't want to be that guy that's like trying to front run a reversal on a day like this.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike. $200 locked in for the day.
Beautiful.
220.
Yeah, good work.
Yeah. There you go. All right, guys, let's wrap it up. I hope everyone has a great day. Great start to the week.
We'll see you Zinks on tomorrow, and then
Yep.
we'll be on again on Friday. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All
Good
right.
trading, Zink. Good stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to end
Cheers,
it
guys.
here.
We'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you all on tomorrow.
All right. And